So it's really easy to become codependent when you're in a loving relationship, and trying to learn how to maintain that individuality that you have can be extremely difficult. So here are our top 5 tips on how you can maintain your individuality in your relationship.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Fee.
And I'm G. And welcome to Fiji, where it's all about lifestyle and relationships.
Hey, so tip 1 for maintaining your individuality in a relationship, I think, is actually scheduling time for yourself. And that's very important because you need to be able to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. And if you don't have that time for yourself to just really be and, think about all the things that you need to think about, what you need to work on, like you really can't improve yourself, which means you can't really improve in your relationship.
Mm-hmm. And some of the things that Fee and I do when we're scheduling our alone time. I mean, I like to do spa days, like get my nails done, or I never go to the masseuse by myself, but sometimes I want to, but I always go with Fee. But just going for a drive or going shopping by yourself, that's really cool.
You love
too.
getting your eyebrows done. You love all the
super girly stuff that she hates, and I know that's a great opportunity for me to just have me some me time.
Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that I tend to do is Geneva loves to sleep in. So I always take advantage of my morning. I always wake up earlier than she does, and it really just allows me time to read, to meditate. I love learning. I love reading. I've even gotten her into it a little bit.
A lot bit,
yeah. So I use that time for me, and it's just preparing for that, right? I know she's going to be sleeping in, so I'm like, perfect me time, right? In the morning. So that's one of the things that I do.
Yeah. So don't forget about your me time. It's
scheduling
important.
The you time.
Mm-hmm. So our second tip is to always speak up for yourself. Mm-hmm. And this is so important because you become resentful, and it just causes issues in your relationship if you're not speaking up for yourself. For example, Fee loves to go on walks. And sometimes I like to go on walks with her, but I also know it's okay to say no if I'm in this really funky mood or space, because guess what? If I go on the walk with her, we're going to be arguing because I got attitude, and it just creates this really bad funky aura around our whole situation, and nobody enjoys the walk.
Nobody.
So speaking up for yourself is definitely important.
And saying no is okay too. And learning how to accept no is even more important, because there's, like she said, I'm always like, let's go for a walk. And she'd be like, please, not today. And then if I do force her into it, like she said, we argue. And the whole time it's like, she's mad that I forced her into the walk. I'm mad that she's mad that I forced her into the walk. And nobody has a good time.
Resentment, bad aura.
Aura, bad vibes. It's just, so speak up for yourself and stay true to that. Stay okay with that, I guess.
Yeah. And if your partner's not okay with you speaking up for yourself, well, that's a different video, okay?
It is. All right, so tip number 3 is actually staying true to who you are. You want to maintain some sense of inner happiness and inner peace and self-confidence. And staying true to who you are as an individual is so important in the relationship, right? So if you take G and I, for example, I've always loved fitness. I've always loved working out. I've always loved doing Spartan races. And
That's my jam.
That's my jam. I love being active. Like we said last time, I love going on walks. Where's the leash at? Take me for a walk, okay? And I really love exercising and fitness and stuff like that. And Geneva, she's not that enthused about it, right? But just because she's not enthused about what I enjoy doesn't mean that I should stop doing what makes me happy. And if you do that, it's like you lose a part of yourself. So just because she doesn't want to go for the walk, just because she doesn't want to do the Spartan race, doesn't mean that I can't do it, because it's going to make me happy. It's going to build up my self-confidence. And it's just going to overall, I think, if I'm happy in the relationship, I always go back to this. If I'm happy, we're happy in the relationship, because if you're miserable with yourself, you're going to take that into your relationship. It's always going to show. So staying true to who you are and just continuing to do the things that fuel you and just make you feel good, that is so important. It's so important.
Yeah. Don't waver on that.
Don't.
Never waver on that in any relationship, seriously. So.
Wait, dang.
Oh, my bad.
Let me get in the
number 4 is to always cultivate your other relationships outside of your intimate relationship. And this is friends, this is family, you know, those relationships. And that's so important because it helps you realize that you have other people around you to talk to. And it also shows your family members that you still value those relationships, because even though it's you and your partner all the time, you still love them, you still care about your friends and stuff like that. And you know, me and Fee, we live in Texas, in our family.
Nobody else lives here.
Yeah. And we do not have that many friends. So it's really just us in a bubble all the time. But when we get a chance to like go see family or whatever that.
Or even go see friends, like most of the people we do spend time with, they live 2.5, 3 hours away from us.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we still have to make that time to like go see them, or either drive 8 to 9 hours to go see family, or fly, you know what I mean? Yeah. Across, you know, a couple states to go see people. So, but still showing them that
we take important. When we do get to spend time with them, we take full advantage of that. And it just lets us both know, it reminds us that we're not alone in this big blue world. It's not just us two all the time. So yeah, definitely always try. And you know, there's other ways you can cultivate those relationships too. Text, call, you know,
FaceTime.
We live in a very technical age. It's 2021. So, you know, text.
And I love FaceTiming. I
hate FaceTime.
I will FaceTime.
You need an appointment for that.
Morning, noon, and night. I'm FaceTiming.
Her whole family loves FaceTime. Yeah. It's like they don't even know what a regular phone is anymore.
No, we love FaceTime. So. Because I like FaceTime though, because it gives you an opportunity to see people you haven't seen in forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm used to seeing my family every day, but because I can't see them every day, FaceTime is like the closest thing to it. Yeah. So cultivating those relationships for number 4. All right, so for the last and final tip number 5, it's pursuing your individual personal goals. Honestly, I think I've already covered this in other tips, but if you pursue the goals that are important to you, you can level up as an individual. And when you level up as an individual, you can level up as a team. We level up, right? So maintaining those individual goals and actually shooting for them, and then keeping your partner in on them, I think is important too.
Like, for instance, lately, Fee has been, well, not lately, it's been a few years now, actually. She's been really into her personal development. And, you know, she's brought me along on that ride. She's learned so much. She's done so much. And I get to reap the benefits of that, because now it's like, I want to, you know, jump on that bandwagon too. And we read together and we do all these things together. And for me personally, I've been doing this financial endeavor that we both have benefited from. We both learned from it. And of course, if I make money, you make money. So yeah, and you know, it's our individual things that we're trying to pursue at the time, but we're both gaining so much from it.
Exactly. And then also, I think it's important here too, like, even though you have individual goals, show interest in what your partner is doing. Like, I force her most of the time to like do personal development stuff with me, but she's actually become more fond of it. And she's like, okay, well, I actually like this. And it's something that she's taken on. So you have no idea like what your personal goals can do for someone else. You know what I mean? Don't shut them out completely. If they don't show interest, that's fine. But you can at least try to include them as much as you can, so you guys can both benefit.
And also, that's not saying that you're going to love whatever personal goals your partner has. Some things you're just not gonna be into. Like, if your partner is into mechanics and you're into like hair, it's like, okay, that's two separate things. But it doesn't mean that you can't learn, because in life you should always be a student. So you know,
and then you can learn that you don't like it. So you can't really say you don't like something that you ain't never did. So at least you can be like, you know what, I tried it, not a fan, and keep moving.
That's a great point. So our top 5 tips for maintaining your individuality were speaking up for yourself, scheduling time for yourself, and staying true to who you are.
And also cultivating relationships and pursuing those personal and individual goals.
Yep. So this is Fiji signing off. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to
like and subscribe and hit the little dingly bell.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. See you next time.